So I am now 19 as of today, the day I'm recording this video, and I have learned a decent amount. So just a few things I learned. I'll actually go over this. I think a big thing that I learned, especially recently, if you wanna do something that's, substantial, or like start a business, or like record YouTube videos, go to school, like figure out what you want to do in school, like all these things, it all comes down to like just trying it. Let's say you're going to school and you want to be a teacher. Like, it's not going to hurt you if you start going to school being a teacher and all of a sudden you just want to change and be a doctor. Like, that's not going to harm anything. Like, yeah, there's lots of people that are going to start younger and be a doctor like sooner or whatever, but like that's not going to affect you. I think a big thing about my life that I've learned is like you got to start taking more decisions for yourself and just testing the waters of whatever it is. And I still haven't done this myself yet. I'm still working on this, like, because throughout this like whole series that I'm kind of doing here, which actually week 1 is pretty much coming to an end right now, and I'll go over that. I'll give you some stats of what I accomplished this week. But I think huge for me, because what I've learned is like I've just got to start doing things. And like I'd known this for a while, but the big thing is like I still haven't done it, even though I've known it. And I feel like this is how lots of people are. Like, they know what they need to do. Well, they might not even know what they need to do. They know what they should do. They might not know how to do it, but like the thing is, you just gotta jump in and see. And like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. You can always quit and just like let's say you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to make a whole bunch of money, you want to build a business. The only way you do that is actually by doing it. And then if you end up not liking it or thinking it's like super difficult, like, yeah, it might be some money commitment after a while or a big time commitment, but if anything, that's part of the learning. Like, you can't just say like it was useless, because it's not useless. Like, if you were, like, back to my other example, if you were trying to be a teacher and then you switched over to being a doctor, like you switched your major or whatever, like you can still use the information that you had from being a teacher. Like, even if like you had some classes on like, I don't know, social skills or like psychology, you can intertwine those. It's still learning. When you are doing the thing, you're going to get better either way. And like taking these risks, taking these jumps to do will help you grow tremendously. It'll just help you learn, get better faster, and I think that's huge, especially for me. Like, I just got to do it. So I think that's like probably the biggest thing I've learned this year. Like, just as a recap, I mean, it's been a pretty fulfilled year. Like, I've gone on a few trips. I don't know, it went by so fast, and that's the thing. You got to savor every moment. You have this one life. You can't just live in mediocrity. You can't just live of what other people expect you to do. Whatever you want to do, even if it's scary, like, you only have one life. You got to take that jump and just commit, And even if it does terribly, no one's going to judge you for that. Like, they might pick on you, but that's the people that you don't want in your life anyway. So like, why are you even having them in your life? Get out, buddy. But yeah, so I think it's huge. I do. And that's something that I need to work on myself, and I'm going to. That's why I'm making this channel. That's why I'm doing this. So now, switching gears a little bit, if you guys don't know, I'm doing this like kind of challenge thing where I'm making these videos, trying to live a healthier life and start a business. Pretty much this week, I've been a lot more consistent in the gym. I did an at-home workout Wednesday, which is when I recorded my video. And then I went to the gym Friday morning before work, sorry. And then I went Saturday morning with my girlfriend, and that was awesome. Which, it was nice that we shared that, and we were able to do that together. And I think that's also another thing, like balance. I've learned that like balance for me has been really difficult with life. I've been getting a little better at it, but I'm still terrible, and I think that also just takes time to learn. It takes time to figure out, and I'm still battling that right now. But I mean, it's another thing that you have to just do it. You have to just do things, and you figure it out along the way. So health-wise, pretty good. Since this week is my birthday, like, I'm gonna be completely honest, I did not resist lots of the temptations of sugar and like all these things. I don't count my calories, guys. Like, I'm not that serious. Like, I want to be healthy and all that, but maybe eventually I'll count my calories and do all that. But like right now, getting back into it, that's not what I'm gonna be doing. Like, that's not my main priority. So that's not what I've been doing, and I think that's That's fine. Like, just me trying to eat better at least a few times a week is a lot more beneficial than counting every single calorie, because then, you know, that just leads to burnout, and that's not what we want. So I have been trying to manage. Sorry for the shaky camera, guys. I'm terrible at holding this thing, but I think I've just been trying to manage. If I do have dessert, if I do have sweets, try and limit it just a little bit. Like on Mother's Day a while ago, this was before I actually started doing this whole thing, but like my mom got this big cake, and usually I'd have like 2 slices every day until it's gone. But with that, I had like a slice every other night or so. Like, it was a lot less, you know? So I think that's another huge thing, just like slowly reducing and getting better, and then eventually it builds up over time. Like, I heard in my class today, they went over, we're doing this like program right now, and we watched a video, and in that video it was saying how, like, he referenced life as like a sailboat with headwind. And, you know, like with a sailboat, you can't go with headwind, because like there's no wind pulling you in the direction. Like if you're trying to go straight and the wind's pulling you back this way, like you can't go anywhere. So what you have to do, I think it's like tacking or whatever, so you have to like go left, and then you get the momentum, and then you go right ever so slightly, and it looks like you're going diagonal. But like if you're looking at it if you're looking at it straight on, you can't tell that you're making any progress. You can't tell that you're going forward at all. But if you're looking at it from above, you can tell that you're slightly making progress. And that's totally how life is. And I think like every small decision helps and changes and fixes you into who you are and like how you're going to be, you know? So I think that's huge. Yeah, so, I just freaking honked my horn. That was kind of embarrassing. But anyways, so business-wise, I haven't done much yet. But this week, I'm making the goal to myself to decide on something. That's all I'm making my goal. That's all I'm doing right now. This week, decide on something like window cleaning, lawn care. I don't care what it is, just something, so I can get those failures under my belt faster, and I can learn and do better. That's another video I saw this week. See, I'm consuming so much content, but I'm not actually doing it. So this other video I saw was like, I think from Ali Abdul, and he was saying how you got to get those first failures under your belt. So just picking something so you can fail faster to learn how you do it is actually more important than doing it right the first time. So that's huge. Besides that, though, I think that's pretty much everything. I do have a clip from Friday when I was going to the gym, so I'll put that in here. But pretty much that's my stats this week, and we're aiming for even better next week. So I'll see you guys then. So instead of waking up at actually around 7:30 or 8 this morning, I decided to set my alarm for a little earlier. I set it for 6:50 actually, which is only 10 minutes earlier, which you don't think is much, but I actually, when I woke up, I felt super tired, super exhausted, like usual. But instead of, you know, snoozing or just waiting and like going back to sleep or whatever, I was like forcing myself to stay awake. I was like, okay, I gotta get up. So I flipped the sheets off my bed, opened up my window curtain, and I just drank water. I think that's, honestly, for me, that's the best way to do it. And then before 30 minutes, come outside, get some nice fresh air and some sunlight, and you're all good. But after this, I'm gonna try and hit the gym real quick. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon.